Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giri Varadari. Okay, Maharaj is there. Jai. So it is our great fortune that we have Maharaj for today, second day with us, and Maharaj has kindly given us this time on this auspicious Narasimha Caturdasi day, and it is so many devotees are actually awaiting to get the mercy of Maharaj, and it's great fortune that we are able to get Maharaj's association here for this small center in Bangalore, ISKCON Whitefield. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for accepting our invitation and kindly being present here. So you can start, Maharaj.
Channel and here is Sarang Thakur. So as far as His Holiness Purushottam Swami Maharaj, he is an ISKCON GBC, also very famous scholar as far as describing Shastras. Maharaj has written so many books. Maharaj also initiated in ISKCON Puri Parikrama, and then also Maharaj is the pioneer for ISKCON tribal care initiatives, which is helping in uplifting Krishna consciousness to the tribal community, indigenous community in India and Nepal and Bangladesh, and also introduced Jagrata Satra Samaj, which is like a course designed for students to become Krishna conscious. In this various way, Maharaj is doing ISKCON. Other than that, Maharaj is very good in explaining Lord Narasimha Lila. Last 5 days he gave class online on the appearance of Lord Narasimha and the teachings of Lord Maharaj. So we welcome you in the Houston community, Maharaj, and it is always a pleasure to see you here. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, your audio is off.
Okay. So I'll be giving class simultaneously to 2 groups. I just want to inform you that. So our Houston devotees are hearing and Bangalore devotees are hearing also. So that you are informed what is going on here. So for our Bangalore devotees, we started Katha from yesterday. So I'll continue from there. But for Houston devotees, I can just briefly tell what I discussed. Mainly, I discussed about the prelude to Narasimha Katha, to why Sukadeva Goswami, on which context he has to start describing this description, the conversation between Narad Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj. Actually, Narad Muni described this to Yudhishthira Maharaj in Bhagavatam. It has been mentioned, and Sukadeva Goswami repeating the conversation to Parikshit Maharaj. Then we heard how Hiranyakashipu killed, Hiranyakashipu was angry. Then he sent all his demons, destroy Brahmanical culture. Then he himself wanted to kill Vishnu, so he went to do tapasya. And Lord Brahma came and gave him boon. Prabhu's name ki? Prabhu. Harikshatra Prabhu. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji. We're able to hear you, Prabhu.
So yesterday I spoke up to here, no?
Yes, Maharaj. Maharaj,
Prabhu.
Maharaj, you're able to hear me, Maharaj?
So anyway, today, because the Hiranyakashipu, he got the boon from Brahmaji. He wanted to get immortal, to become immortal. this boon from Brahmaji. And Brahmaji said, but I will die one day. How can I give boon to you to become immortal? So then Hiranyakashipu gave a whole list that please bless me. I will not die inside house, outside house, not in the sky, not on the ground. I will not be killed by any weapons, not by snake bite, not by curse of any disease. Finally said, please bless me. I will not die by any living entity created by you. Brahma is the creator, so everything is created by him. So he put a condition. So Brahma, being very pleased, he granted this boon. Hiranyakashipu thought he is very intelligent, that he tricked Brahma and he took this boon from Brahma. This is demoniac nature like this. Actually, Brahma was the worshipful Lord, his Ishtadeva. And the demoniac people like this. He's thinking he made Brahma fool. He tricked Brahma. So in this way, demoniac people think like this. What they don't know, that Krishna is more expert than them. How Krishna tricks and cheat everybody. Nobody can cheat Krishna. So anyway, after getting this boon, he became very powerful. In fact, he conquered heavenly planets. He occupied the palace of King Indra. And there, this whole description how King Indra's palace is so nicely decorated, and all Indra was thrown out of his position. All the demigods, they lost their position. The Agni Devata, Agni, fire was no more controlled by Agni Devata. Air was no more controlled by Vayu Devata. And rain was not controlled by Indra. So they were all controlled by Hiranyakashipu. Then he said it could be something like nowadays, present days, the demoniac scientists that are trying to control the nature in every respect. Something could be like that. That time, nature, they would be trying to control the nature like that. And Narada Muni was telling Yudhishthira Maharaj, all Apsaras, Gandharvas, Kirnaras, they are not chanting or dancing in front of Indra anymore. They are chanting and dancing for the pleasure of singing and for the pleasure of Hiranyakashipu. And everybody, all over the universe, people are forced to worship Hiranyakashipu. His deity was worshipped. And no Vishnu deity are allowed. Can you imagine such a situation on the earthly planet? The Brahmanda looks like all Tribhuvan, Swarga, Martya, Patal. Nowadays, Muslims are breaking our temples. We are getting so much disappointed. Temples are broken, and then Muslims are ruling, deities are broken. So pathetic for us. And just imagine that time, all three worlds, no Vishnu Puja. What would be the situation of the devotees? They're dedicated to Vaishnavas. They're forced to follow Hiranyakashipu. So must be a very pathetic situation that time. Sometimes I meditate, contemplate. That world is not always the same. Maybe you are devotee, and the Lord Vishnu is controller of everything. But in spite of that, the devotees, they have to go through this crisis period. That is very inevitable. That devotees' time always does not go good. They have some high times, some low times also. As you see nowadays also, sometimes in the history also, the Sattvagun dominates. So Muni, Rishis, Vaishnavas, they become very prominent. Sometimes Rajaguna dominates. At that time, Muni, Rishi, Vaishnavas, they go down. The Asuras, they become very powerful. And when Jakharakhasa, Tamaguna, dominates on the universe, then Jakharakhasas, they become very powerful. So that happened just like now. Because of influence of time, the Bhutanu, Jibanus, the viruses have become very powerful. They are dominating now. Nobody can do anything to them. They're dominating. Sometimes the demons, they dominate. And devotees, they have to go through very difficult time, that time. That is inevitable. You cannot avoid that. Because Kala Chakra is moving, Kala Chakra is moving, favoring sometimes to demigods, central personalities, favoring sometimes to demons, daityas, favoring sometimes to Jaksharakshas. Nothing can be done. Narada Muni was telling that everybody glorifying Hiranyakashipu. Not glorifying, they're engaged glorifying Hiranyakashipu. And he is telling also, I was also going on glorifying Hiranyakashipu. Can you imagine? Narada Muni was also under such a position, he had to go and glorify Hiranyakashipu. Sometimes devotees are put in the situation. Nowadays also we have to go and glorify to the demoniac people sometimes. The situation was like that. And everybody is so scared, so afraid of all the demigods, so afraid of Hiranyakashipu took over everything from their hand. To fear the Mother Earth was giving all crops, fruits, everything, over that plying the field. Cows are giving lot of milk. The wives of ocean, the rivers, they're bringing all the jewelries as gifts from the oceans to the doorstep of Hiranyakashipu. This way, Hiranyakashipu managed to control the whole Tribhuvan, three worlds, and made everybody not to accept Vishnu. Everybody was telling Jai, Bhagavan, Hiranyakashipu ki Jai. Everybody was glorifying. But unfortunately, his son Prahlad was a great devotee. Prahlad, Sanglad, Anulad, Hlad. In some Purana I read, as you mentioned, Jai Vijay became Hiranyakashipu, and Chatuskumar appeared as Prahlad, and are four sons of Hiranyakashipu. So Prahlad was a devotee, by birth devotee, not by birth. Previous to his birth, when he was in the womb of his mother, he was devotee, even if he the son of a great demon, but he was devotee because he got association of Narada Muni. When he was in the womb of his mother, Prahlad Maharaj himself describing to his classmates, when he was asked by classmates speaking about Bhagavad Katha, then his friends asked, how did you learn? We never hear our teacher telling these things. Then he described then how when Hiranyakashipu went to do tapasya, then demigods attacked, demons are defeated, Indra kidnapped his mother Kayadu, Then Narada Muni came, saved him, and brought him to his ashram. Narada Muni was speaking. Narada Muni was speaking about Bhagavata. So to my mother heard, and I also heard. Maybe my mother, the lady, she forgot. Of course, our American Matajis will not like this to hear. But that is what it is. The ladies that has been described by Prahlad Maharaj. But that does not minimize the position of the ladies. Ladies will remain always the mother, the Shakti Tattva, integral part, and they have very responsible position, very prominent position. Nowhere they can put down. But actually, we are all ladies. We are all Prakriti. We are all females. Some say, I am male. Nobody should be proud that I am male. It's foolish then. We are all female, all Prakriti. There is only one male, that is Krishna. But the living entity is put into certain body. We may say we should not distinguish between male and female. We are all spirit soul. But it is correct, we are spirit soul, but when we are put in certain body, we are limited. We have a limitation according to the body you have received. Every living entity is spirit soul. The tiger, lions, they are also spirit soul. I can't say you are spirit soul and I go embrace the lion. That will not happen. Of course, that can happen to very pure devotees when they see any difference. They everywhere see only Krishna. Stabara Jangama Dekhe Na Dekhe Tar Murti Sarvatra Hai Tar Ishtadeva Spurti. For them it is okay. But for us it is not like that. We have to behave. We are in male body, you have to behave like that. We are in female body, you have to behave like that. But everyone have their own importance. Everyone have their own importance. So that is one reason why Prahlad Maharaj became such a great devotee. And also you have heard how when Hiranyakasipu was doing severe austerities and demigods became very worried. This fellow, if he gets perfection in his austerity, then he will give trouble to us. We must arrange something to break his meditation, tapasya. So Narada Muni took form of a bird and went there where Hiranyakasipu was doing tapasya. Hiranyakasipu was chanting. He was chanting. He was a devotee of Brahma. All these demons, they become devotee of Brahma and Shiva and get a boon from them. Then Hiranyakasipu was chanting, Om Brahmaya Namaha, Brahmaya Namaha, Om Brahmaya Namaha. Then Narada Muni in the form of a bird, Narada Muni in the form of bird, he was chanting next to him, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha. Demoniac people, they cannot tolerate Vishnu. How to speak of they cannot tolerate God Vishnu, they cannot tolerate even with the holy name of Vishnu. They are so allergic. And he became very angry. So when Hiranyakasipu became angry, then his tapasya broke. Then Hiranyakasipu was trying his best how to control his anger. But he could not manage. But he knows this philosophy. He is a great jnani, spiritually scholarly person also. Not only materially scholarly, spiritual, lot of spiritual knowledge he had. Lot of knowledge of Veda he had. He knows this kama, the krodha, anger arises from lust. Dhyate visyan punsa sangaste supajate sangat sanjayate kamat krodha vijayate. So how to subdue kama? Devotees have a way how to subdue kama. engaging in the service of Krishna. But demons, they have different way. So he decided, I'll go and have sexual intercourse with my wife, associate with my wife. Thus, I become free from kama, then I can control anger and I resume my tapasya. He went back to his palace and was uniting with his wife, Koyadu. That time, the sound vibration of Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha that he heard from Narada Muni was resounding within him. So he was almost like Vishnu consciousness. So that time, the Kayadu conceived this child, Prahlad Maharaj. That's why our Sanatan Dharma, the system of Garbha Sanskar. At the time when the lady conceived the child, that is very important. That is a very important factor of what kind of consciousness or behavior the child will have in future. So that's it's very important to have Garbha Sanskar, Garbhadhana Sanskar. This is another reason described Brihat Naradya Purana or Narasimha Purana, something like that. Padma Purana gives another reason, all of you have heard, that how Prahlad Maharaj was just an ordinary boy, the girlfriend, he went to forest to enjoy. Then they had fighting, whole night they were fighting, they did not eat anything, they did not sleep. Coincidentally, that was the Narasimha Caturdasi. So they got good result. Prahlad Maharaj happened to clean one broken building that was Narasimha temple. So he got Sukriti, good result because of that. So like this, for different reasons, even Prahlad Maharaj, he appeared in Daityakula, the dynasty of the demons, as son of Hiranyakasipu, but he was a great devotee. So it is a big challenge for Hiranyakasipu to deal with the situation. So when Prahlad Maharaj was 5 years old, Hiranyakasipu sent him to Gurukul. That time, Sukracharya was out of the station. Shanda, Amarka, his two sons, were taking care of the Gurukul. So they took him and the teaching all how to become a good demon. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Dana, Veda, Danda, all these things, kinds of things. Prahlad Maharaj was not interested. With politics, Rajniti and Arthaniti, he was not into this. The politics means you have to see people, you are my friend, you are my enemy. Prahlad Maharaj is very much against this concept of you are my friend, you are my enemy. He was above all these dualities. And after some time spent in the Gurukul, he was brought back to palace. And Hiranyakasipu placed very affectionately on his lap, Prahlad Maharaj, and asked, what do you think is the best? So Hiranyakasipu is a small boy, what will say? He will say lozenge is the best, laddu or rasgulla is the best. But Prahlad Maharaj was not that kind of boy with a goal of life, how to get a laddu or lozenge. He gave one very befitting answer. Tat sadhu manne asura varja dehina sada samudvigna dhyan asatgrahat hitva griham andhakupam vanam gato jat harim archayat. The best is tat sadhu manne asura varja, best of the demands. I think this is the best, especially Dehinan, or the embodied living entities, those they are always in anxiety, sada samudvikna, because of asatgrahat, too much contemplating upon their body as the self, and everything related to body. So for them, best is hitva atmapatam griham andhakupa. They should give up their family life, which is a dark, like dark well. Chance of improving in self-realization is nil there. Atmapatam, and they should go to forest. Banam gato harim archet. Go to forest and worship Hari there. Hiranyakashipu laughed. He didn't become angry. He was surprised. His son is talking like this. Then he thought maybe some people coming in disguise, some Vaishnavas coming and polluting Prahlad Maharaj. He said, okay, you take him back to Gurukul. I will appoint good security, so nobody can come inside. You teach them, teach him how to become good demand. So he was taken back again to Gurukul. The teachers are trying their best to educate him, but instead educating Prahlad was educating these two Sanda and Amarka. So again he was brought back after some time to Hiranyakashipu. This time Hiranyakashipu asked, previous time he asked, what do you think the best? Then Hiranyakashipu was in trouble to hear the answer. This time he did not ask, what do you think is the best? He said, tell me the best, what you learned in Gurukul, out of that, what is the best? What you learned from your Guru? Who is Prahlad Maharaj's Guru? Not Sanda Amarka. Narada Muni. This time, Prahlad Maharaj gave one very annoying answer to Hiranyakashipu. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam. 9 kinds of devotional services. Iti Punsarpita Vishnu Bhakti Chetana Balakshana. Kriyate Bhagavati Adha Tatmanya Adhitam Uttamam. So, Adhitam Uttamam, among all kinds of study, education, the best education is, best thing is to engage in 9 kinds of devotional service unto Iti Punsarpita Vishnu, unto the lotus feet of Vishnu. So this time Hiranyakashipu was no more laughing, become very angry. But not angry upon Prahlad Maharaj. He became very angry upon Sanda Amarka. And he chastised them like anything, like furious. Just imagine if Hiranyakashipu become angry upon somebody, what will be his situation? And they said, no, the teacher told Hiranyakashipu, no, we have not taught him all these things. We are Brahman, don't speak bad to us. It's not good for you. We never taught. Then Hiranyakashipu turned to Prahlad and asked them, where did you learn all these things? How did you know all these things? How did you know about Vishnu? Is it somebody you heard from someone or from within? You know this? Then Prahlad Maharaj spoke 3 verses. Matir na Krishna parata sutapa mitha abhipattate griha batanang adanta gobi visatam tamisrang punah charpita charvananang. Matir na Krishna parata sutapa. One's mind will not be fixed unto Vishnu by hearing from somebody, neither by own endeavor, neither by both combination of both. Griha pratanang is too much attached for family life, for material way of life. They'll never understand. Doesn't matter. Adanta gobi visatam tamisrang. Due to their uncontrolled senses, they will enter more and more into darkness of hellish situation. Punah charvita charvanana. They will be chewing. Materialistic people will be chewing something already chewed. Because they don't know the goal of the life. Nata vidhu swartha gatimi Vishnu. What is the real value of the life? Swartha. What is real self-interest? They don't know. Svarthagatim hi Vishnu. To attain the Vishnu, they don't know. Because durasa, there's so much material desires. Du asa. Bahyartha manena. They think the external objects, sense gratification things are artha, very valuable thing. Bahyartha manena. So thus andhadata andhairu paniyamanam tiyapi satantra urudam nibaddha. One blind leader leading another bunch of blinds, they'll go to the ditch. If somebody urudam nibaddha, isatantra, controlled by Ishwar, tied up by the circle of Maya, how they can lead to others. The next verse is said that only hope is Mahiya Sanpad Rajabhisekam Niskinchana Pranita Javat. If somebody will smear his body with the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees, Niskinchana Bhakta. Until he does that, na Pranita Javat, until unless he does that, then he will not get the blessings, or his attention will not be diverted, focused on Vishnu. So when Hiranyakasipu heard this, he became very furious, very angry. He became so angry. He threw Prahlad Maharaj, was sitting on his lap on the floor. And he rebuked him, chastised him so many ways. I'm not going to get into that. He said he must be killed. Kill him. And all the demons were ready to kill him. Bhagavatam describes in one or two verses briefly how different means were used to kill Prahlad Maharaj. Vishnu Puran describes more elaborately, whole chapter, 2 chapters maybe, how Asuras tried to kill him and how Prahlad managed to protect himself. So as soon as the demons, they get order from Hiranyakasipu to kill Prahlad Maharaj, immediately they're ready. They jumped. Kill this boy, chopped him up to pieces. They got all the weapons, sharp weapons, and striking, piercing the body of Prahlad Maharaj. But that time Prahlad Maharaj meditated upon Vishnu. He's meditating, oh Vishnu, you are in my body. Vishnu is within these weapons. Vishnu is within these demons. So everything is of Vishnu and Vishnu and Vishnu. So who will kill whom? So the weapons they are using to pierce Prahlad's body would not harm anything. So Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear father, later on when snake bite came, then he said, my dear father, don't think I have a strong body, that's why no harm is happening to me. No, don't mistakenly think like this. I have a strong body. All these things happening because of Lord Vishnu. He's protecting me. He's meditating upon Vishnu. Then Hiranyakasipu, he summoned the snakes, serpents from Sutala Loka. Very venomous. Lubdhaka, Kandhaka, Takkaka, like that kind of snakes came. They don't need to bite anybody. They are so poisonous. If they will go close somewhere, people will die. Just like Takshaka. Fire came and burned Parikshit Maharaj. Just like in Jamuna River, Sagar, snake in Jamuna River, Kalia. Kalia is so poisonous, the water also become poisonous. Or to speak of water become poisonous, on the bank of Kalia lake, No tree grew there, so poisonous. But to speak of no tree grew there, if some birds would fly on top of that lake, Kaliyadraha, the poison was going so much, poisonous influence was there. Up in the sky, the birds would die and fall into the lake. Those kinds of serpents came. And they were biting Prahlad Maharaj. Nothing happened. Prahlad Maharaj meditated. Ananta, or some, actually for every time Prahlad was using a specific name of Lord Vishnu. Sometimes Krishna, sometimes Ananta, sometimes Janardana. There is a mantra. For specific danger, you have to chant a specific name of Vishnu. If the danger of fire, danger of traveling, danger in whatever, the whole list is there. Which name of Lord Vishnu? You should chant or meditate upon, remember when you are in specific danger. The list is there. So then all the serpents, the tooth broke, fell down. They vomited blood. The jewel on their head lost the lusters. They are left. So we cannot do anything. Please give some other job. Then Hiranyakashipu called Diggajas. Diggajas, they are as big as mountains. The elephants can. They tried to trample Prahlad Maharaj under their feet. Nothing happened. They, through their trunk, they throw Prahlad Maharaj in the sky. Prahlad fell on the ground. Nothing happened. The task, 2 elephants would bring Prahlad and place him with 2 tusks and squeeze him. Nothing happened. The tusk broke. So they're roaring, making sound. Then they left. Then Hiranyakashipu prepared some fire, some firewood, set fire, said, okay, let him burn to ashes in this fire. So when he was put into fire, nothing happened. Prahlad Maharaj told Hiranyakashipu, oh my father, I'm feeling too cold here. As if I'm surrounded with so much lotus flowers. Then he was taken out of fire. So Brahmanas, Sandamaka said, oh, Hiranyakashipu is a small boy, why are you harassing him? We'll teach him nicely. No? Let us take him back to Gurukula. This time, if he does not change his mentality, he doesn't give up Vishnu, you don't have to do anything. We'll, our prose of Brahminical prose will create some kritya, kind of ghost. That will kill him. So he was sent there, and Sandamar called Brahmanas there, preaching Prahlad Maharaj teaching, but Prahlad Maharaj again, the same situation. He did not accept that teachings. Then teachers become very angry. Then they create this kritya, the ghost entity, very ferocious, like fire. The Trishul or trident came forward to Prahlad Maharaj to kill Prahlad Maharaj. Nothing happened to Prahlad Maharaj. He is very innocent. Then the Kritya realized Prahlad is innocent. There is no fault. So they cannot kill a faultless person. Then that entity went back to all these Brahmanas and killed all the Brahmanas. Then Prahlad Maharaj felt very sad. He said to cry, oh my Lord, I never think bad about these teachers. Why they were killed? So he's crying. And he touched each of them, praying Lord Vishnu, and brought them back to life. And these teachers, Brahmanas, went and informed Hiranyakashipu the whole incidents. Hiranyakashipu think what to do. I'm very worried. How come this boy, small boy, is not getting killed? So Hiranyakashipu to ask Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad, where are you getting so much energy? We're trying to kill you so much, but you're not dying. Where are you getting so much energy? Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear father, the source is the same. Wherever you are getting the energy, I'm getting from same place. The source of my energy, the source of your energy also. Lord Vishnu is source of everybody's energy. And of course, Hiranyakashipu did not like to hear things like this. He's very angry for us here. He said, okay, give him poison. Told his cook, give him very powerful poison. Poison mix with food and feed him. He has fed poison, food with poison. Then he remembered Ananta, and all poison digested. And one day, Hiranyakashipu was sitting on the roof of building, high-rise building, multi-story building. There's some conversation was going on. Prahlad Maharaj asked Prahlad Maharaj, he said, Hiranyakashipu was saying something like that, oh Prahlad, why don't you surrender to me? Don't you see? I have killed all my enemies. There's no enemy. Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear father, yes. You have killed all your enemies. They exist outside. Because you are always looking outside. But your real enemies are sitting within you. You never look into that. All your real enemies, Kama, Krodha, Labha, Moha, Mada, Maharja, 6 sort of repus are sitting there. So in this way, during the course of discussions, time to time, this would happen. One by Hiranyakashipu became very angry after Prahlad told the demons, throw him from the top of this building. They threw him from the top of the building. Then Mother Earth appeared and got a hold of Prahlad Maharaj. So many ways he was mistreated, and he was demons were trying so many ways to kill him, but they're not able to kill. They become tired also. Then they went to Prahlad, Prahlad, why don't you die? What is wrong with you? We are harassed so much. Why are you giving so much trouble? Why don't you die? Just like the Muslim Jabans are telling Haridas Thakur, no, they're beating him, and they say, why don't you die? We are tired now. Same way because Haridas Thakur, Prahlad Maharaj. So these demons are saying, why don't you die? Prahlad Maharaj gave a very interesting answer. Please listen it very carefully. Prahlad Maharaj said, how can I die? They're throwing me in front of snakes. But what snakes will do to me? The Sarparaja, the king of the snake, Ananta Sesa, the bed of my father. Vishnu is his father at Hiranyakashipu. My father is lying on Sarparaja, Ananta says, so how can I die? How can the snakes will kill me? You are throwing me into fire, but fire is the mouth of my father. My father, Lord Vishnu, eats through yajna, fire sacrifice. So how fire can kill me? You are giving me poison to kill me. But poison is my uncle. How poison will kill me? How poison can become uncle? Because Prahlad Maharaj's father is Vishnu, his mother is Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi appeared from ocean, milk ocean. And from same milk ocean, poison also appeared. The source of Lakshmi Devi and poison is same milk ocean. They both appear from milk ocean. Thus, Lakshmi Devi and poison, their brother and sisters. So my mother is Lakshmi Devi, and her brother poison is my uncle. So how my uncle will kill me? This is the vision of the pure devotees. How they see things. Stavara jangama dekhe na dekhe tar murti sabatta hai tar istadeva spurti. Whatever they look upon, that reminds them that Istadeva. Jat Jat Ikshanam. Wherever they look, they see Krishna, related to Krishna. This is how Prahlad was saved. Then there are more discussions are there. Then finally, when Prahlad was Vishnu Bhakta, he was like a big thorn, giving trouble to Hiranyakashipu. But at one point, the Sandamarka told to Hiranyakashipu, not only he has become Vishnu Bhakta, he is making other students also Vishnu Bhakta. Hiranyakashipu became very worried what to do. And he said, demons, that you tie Prahlad, the Nagapasa, serpent, tie Naga serpent, throw him into the ocean, deep ocean. Let him rot and die there. At least he cannot contaminate my other children, demon children. Following his instructions, demons tied Prahlad Maharaj by serpents, Naga serpents, threw him into ocean. And Prahlad Maharaj became perturbed. And whole ocean become agitated. His innocent great devotee Prahlad was thrown, tied by snake. The ocean water become agitated and flushing all over the universe, earthly planet, inundating everywhere. Then when Hiranyakashipu came to know about this, then he ordered demons, you go and put big mountains on top of Prahlad Maharaj. So they throw big mountains on Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was still alive there, meditating upon Vishnu, chanting his Gayatri. At one point, he was meditating on Vishnu so strongly that he got the power of like Vishnu, so much energy. But all the serpents that tied Prahlad Maharaj, they broke into pieces, or they loosened. So Prahlad came out of the snake's bondage. Then he generated so much power because he was meditating upon Vishnu. As Vishnu is not different from him. So much energy, power accumulated. All these big mountains that are kept on top of him. So because of the power and the energy of Prahlad Maharaj, all the mountains, they are all thrown out into the sky. And Prahlad Maharaj came out of the ocean. He came to palace. He reached in front of Hiranyakashipu. He offered obeisances. Said, oh my dear father, Dandavat, Dandavat. Hiranyakashipu is thinking, what? You're still alive, you have not died. Yes, my dear father, I'm back here now. Anyway, Hiranyakashipu saw his son is back. Anyway, his son very affectionate. Then he embraced him, kissed him, he told him, please, why don't you surrender to me? Who is Lord Vishnu? Is no more very powerful than me. I'm very powerful, this, that. Then, of course, Prahlad Maharaj was not influenced by that, not impressed. So he was very firm on his stand. Then when he gave his reply, that agitated Hiranyakashipu very much. In the meantime, Prahlad Maharaj was again sent back to Gurukul. Then Hiranyakashipu told the sons of his ministers, please preach to Prahlad Maharaj. And Koyaj also tried to preach him. So many things happened. And every time he gave the same discourse, same lesson to whoever was coming to preach him, and that don't follow Vishnu, but follow to Hiranyakashipu. Then finally what happened? At one point, Hiranyakashipu became very angry. Prahlad said, you are saying Vishnu, 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 or Bhagavan. Where is your Bhagavan? Prahlad Maharaj said, Bhagavan is my Bhagavan. Vishnu is everywhere. Actually, the very meaning of Vishnu is all pervading. Vishnu means all pervading. But Hiranyakashipu doesn't know the meaning of Vishnu. Prahlad Maharaj knows, he is everywhere. Hiranyakashipu asked, is he in this pillar? He was thinking if he's in his pillar, then he will kill him. But he's searching, not finding. And Prahlad Maharaj, yes, he's in this pillar. But Prahlad Maharaj did not say this because he knows the philosophy. The strength of philosophical understanding, he did not say, yes, my Lord is here. If somebody will ask us, we know Bhagavan is everywhere. Somebody asks, is Bhagavan in this pillar? We say yes. And why we say yes? Because we have heard in the scriptures. We know the philosophy. But Prahlad Maharaj did not speak because he knows philosophy. Actually, when Hiranyakashipu asked, is your God inside this pillar? Real Hiranyakashipu, the Narasimha Bhagavan, he appeared in the pillar. Smiling face, I am here, don't be, you have no fear, I am here. But Hiranyakashipu, nobody could see, only Prahlad Maharaj could see. And Prahlad Maharaj responded, yes, yes, my Lord is here, my Lord is here. But he was not visible to Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yogamaya Samavritam. I am not visible to everybody, I am covered by Yogamaya. Only my devotee can see me. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanana Santa Sadaiva Hridayesu Vilapayanti Jang Syam Sundaram Achintam Guna Swarupam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. My devotees can see me, my jubilant forms. And demons will see me also, but my ghastly forms. That form is completely different. That form of death, Mrityu Sarvaharasaham. My death form, they will say, Kala, Kalasmiham. That form, the non-devotees, they will see. Then when Hiranyakashipu heard the Lord is in the pillar, then he became very angry and he punched on the pillar heavily. Somewhere means he struck the pillar in the sword. Huge sound came. So everybody is surprised. Where the sound is, they're looking different side, Well, from the pillar, huge form of Narasimha Bhagavan came, and Hiranyakashipu saw it. Who is this beast? Very strange. Half lion, half human being. Just thinking like this. So you're thinking maybe Maya be Vishnu. Knows a lot of Mayas. Maybe he appeared in this form, something like that. And Lord Vishnu had a fighting. There is heavy fighting, severe fighting. Narasimha Bhagavan and Hiranyakashipu. Then finally Hiranyakashipu Narasimha Bhagavan dragged Hiranyakashipu to the doorstep. There he placed him on his lap by his nail. Then he pierced his heart and stomach. All blood sprinkled over all of his hairs. Then he took out all his intestines and everything. He put it around his neck. And keeping the bone of Lord Brahma intact. Neither daytime nor nighttime, dusk time, Godhuli Lagna. Neither outside nor inside house, at the doorstep. Not on the sky, not on the ground. He put on his lap. Not by any weapon. He used his nails. Okay. Then Hiranyakashipu had asked Brahma, no living entity created by you can kill me. Lord Narasimha Bhagavan is not created by Brahma. So keeping all these bones intact, Narasimha Bhagavan killed Hiranyakashipu. When Hiranyakashipu was killed, all the demons, they came forward. Thousands of demons came forward. Lord Narasimha appeared with thousands of hands. And he did not go out to fight with them. He will fight with Hiranyakashipu because Hiranyakashipu and their Jaya Vijaya, they wanted to fight. They had a desire to fight with Lord to give him pleasure of wrestling. So Lord fought, but not with these, not ordinary demons. He was sitting where he was sitting. And through his nails, thousands of hands and so many, millions of nails. The nail was so big. Through his nails, by touch of his nails, all the demons were killed. Demigods were very happy. Upper planetary systems. They're sprinkling flowers, playing the drums, kettle drums, musical dance happening. So everybody very happy. But there's one problem. What is the problem? Lord Nrsimhadev became very angry because Prahlad was tortured, came out of the pillar to kill Hiranyakashipu, but he could not subdue his anger mood. Still an angry mood. So everybody found another problem. All the demigods went to Indra. Devaraj Indra, please do something. Please go and pacify the Lord to cool down. No, Lord is so angry. Indra said, no, I can't go in front of him. He's so dazzling. All my eyes will get burned. Indra has eyes all over his body. Not like we have two eyes. His sahasraksha, his thousands of eyes. He said, my eyes will burn. I'll not go there. Then demigods went to Brahma. Oh, Pitama Brahma, please do something. Go pray the Lord and pacify him. Brahma said, no, he's so fiery. If I go, all my beard will get burned. I'll not go there. Mother Lakshmi, you please go and do pacify your Lord. Lakshmi says, no. I have never seen my Lord like this. Vaikuntha, once Mother Lakshmi messaging Vishnu's lotus feet, and she had a desire. She asked a question: your body is so soft, how do we fight with demons? That body is like iron. Lord smiled, said, oh, you want to see how I fight? Wait, one day I'll show you. So this is the day Lakshmi Devi got opportunity to see how he fights with the demons. He got so scared, she didn't want to go too close to Lord Nrsimha. These are all described in Shiva Purana. I got it from there. And finally, Ganesh came. Said, I will pacify my Lord. Because Ganesh is great devotee of Narasimha Bhagavan. That's why he is regarded as a Vighna Vinashak. Ganesh is worshipped before any ceremony starts among the Hindus. So he said, my Lord, I will pacify. Then riding on his mouse carrier. So he is approaching Narasimha Bhagavan. Narasimha very angry. His mouth and his nose, air blowing like hurricane, storm. His angry mood. When Ganesh approached close to Narasimha Bhagavan, so the wind was blowing so heavily that he fell from top of the mouse. So all the demigods started to laugh. So all demigods are laughing, the Narasimha Bhagavan also laughed. Then demigods said, wow, now Lord has pacified. He's laughing now. But actually he just laughed to see this joke. Still he was burning, he was still angry. What to do? How to subdue his anger? Then Brahma went to Prahlad. Prahlad, for you all these things happening. Now you take the responsibility to go and pacify the Lord. Prahlad was not scared. The lion's son is not afraid of the lion. He just approached the Lord with the garland. After the garland, the Lord very affectionately picked him up, placed him on his lap, embracing him, kissing him, licking his head, and enjoying. Narasimha Bhagavan enjoying, placing his devotee on his lap. Then when embraced hardly, embraced nicely, Prahlad Maharaj touched his heart, and heart cooled down. All anger. Thus, Prahlad Maharaj offered big prayer, Stavastuti, being empowered by Narasimha Bhagavan. Then Brahma told Narasimha Bhagavan, Prahlad is very, everybody very afraid of. So actually this Hiranyakashipu demon was blessed by me, become powerful and creating big havoc. Lord Narasimha warned Brahma, don't do mistake like this. Don't give boon like this to notorious people. It is like giving milk to the snake. Don't do this mistake. So after that, Lord also blessed Prahlad Maharaj. But his father, 21 generations, will go back to Godhead or will get benefit because Prahlad Maharaj appeared in their family. Then Lord instructed Prahlad Maharaj, you should do, though Hiranyakashipu was delivered, by getting in touch with Lord Narasimha Bhagavan, you do Shraddha Shraman, everything. Antyashti Kriya, everything was done. Then finally all the demigods, Brahma, the coronation of Prahlad Maharaj took place. He was appointed as the emperor. And all the demigods, they went back to their respective places. Then Prahlad Maharaj started ruling over his kingdom. And again, practicing Krishna consciousness was possible. So this is how briefly I told you. So many things, so many Puranas described, Bhagavata Purana, Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana, Shiva Purana, Brihat Naradya Purana, Narasimha Purana. So many topics and so many teachings, full of teachings, so much philosophical discussions in Bhagavad itself. You can see also now discussion between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj, discussion between Sandamarka Prahlad Maharaj, discussion between the students, school classmates and Prahlad Maharaj, all these things, and many are there. So anyway, thank you all very much. And this evening, our Bangalore devotees, thank you very much. And also Houston devotees, thank you very much. Last 2 years, I have not been able to go to Houston because of this coronavirus, feeling so much separation. The sweet congregation of Houston, I would enjoy every year 2-3 days association of nice devotees. So I'm deprived of that. I hope someday, by the mercy of Radha Kalachandji, that the situation will improve all over the planet. Then again, I will go take darshan of the deities there and get the holy association of all of you. Coming to Bangalore devotees also. When the situation will get better, definitely I must come and get darshan of all of you, take association of all of you. Thank you so much for engaging me in this evening where we are celebrating Narasimha Caturdasi. Narasimha Bhagavan just appeared, and during his appearance period, I have been fortunate to describe and meditate, narrating his sweet pastimes. I am very much indebted to all of you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for your kind blessings upon us and showering this Narasimha Katha and blessing us, Maharaj. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, here in the Bhakti
Okay,
Center, I'll
finish
just
one group. Houston, Prabhu, please wait. Okay, Bangalore, Prabhu, please wait a minute. Let Houston, Prabhu speaks, then you will speak.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for the wonderful narration of the single Lila. We are very fortunate to have you, and I'm as you mentioned, I mean, all the Houston devotees are also eager to have your darshan in Houston, hopefully soon, by Shri Radha Nila Madhava and Shri Narasimha Dev's.
Yeah, sorry, Radha Nila Madhava. I said Radha Kalatan, Radha Nila Madhava. Yes.
We are looking forward to your visit again, and hopefully, in the meantime, hopefully we can hear you more virtually on our virtual classes. And again, we are really thankful for your wonderful class, and please bless us so that we can be in the service of Shri Mayapurtam and also Shri Narasimha Dev and Shri Radha Madhava and Shri Panchatattva. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the Houston devotees, we appreciate your wonderful presence among us on this auspicious day. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
Haribol from everybody.
Haribol. Haribol to all of you. Humble obeisances to all of you. Thank you so much, Haribol. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Thank you very much, Maharaj. Maharaj, this is a darshan of our small center. So we have the deities pictures of Narasimha Giridhari Mandir. We are an extension center, and we are
very beautiful deity. Beautiful deities.
Yes, Maharaj. They are Gandharvika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu. Then Lakshmi Narasimha like a picture is also there. They are worshipped in Gandharvika Giridhari temple in the Bangalore, where Varada Krishna Prabhu was taking care. And also like no, we have just identified some land, Maharaj, to like for our temple, and we are like trying to gather some Lakshmi for acquiring the land. So your blessings, with your blessings, we'll be able to proceed and then get a nice land for our temple, Maharaj, here in this area. So we seek your blessings, Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, I take leave now. That's okay with you?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all the devotees.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So now we will have the rest of the program. It's going to be really nice now. Now we are so much blessed by having Maharaj's association today. And with this, we will also have this kids activity, and also 50 registrations had come for the face painting of Narasimha face painting. And now we are going to announce the winners of that shortly. And after that, we will have a wonderful like a Kirtan, Dashavatar Stotra and Narasimha prayers towards the end of the program. And we will have nice darshan of the Lord and nice Kirtan. And then we will depart. So please stay back. Hare Krishna. Over to you, Manjulali Mataji, for the next activity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We cannot thank you enough, IPC Whitefield, His Grace Hare Krishna Prabhu, Kartikeya Prabhu, and Archita Arjun Sakha Prabhu for giving us all these glorious 9 days. And may the memories of these days remain with us eternally, and may we always concentrate on Lord Narasimha's lotus feet. Thank you very, very much. And today was especially a very wonderful day with Maharaj, ending this session, the 9-day session, although it's not an end, it's just the beginning of our devotional service. And today we have beautiful kids, as you can see on the screen. We have Naisha, who is 8 years old and who studies in Harvest International School, Bangalore, who is going to narrate the Narasimha Lila. And we also have Manasvi, who is in the 6th grade and who goes to Dean's Academy School, Bangalore. They are here with us. Now let's enjoy their performance and let's see how they can actually bring in the mood of Narasimha Dev to all of us to end with this virtual program. Okay, over to you, Naisha.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Following the instructions of Prahlada Maharaja, all the sons of the demons became attached to Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All the sons of the demons appreciated the transcendental instructions of Prahlada Maharaja and took them very seriously. They rejected the materialistic instructions given by their teachers, Sanda and Amarak. When Sanda and Amarak, the sons of Shukracharya, observed that all the students, the sons of the demons, were becoming advanced in Krishna consciousness because of the assassination of Prahlada Maharaja, they were afraid. They approached the king of the demons and described the situation as it was.
When Hiranyakashipu understood the entire situation, he was extremely angry, so much that his body. He finally decided to kill his own son Prahlada. Hiranyakashipu was by nature very cruel, and feeling insulted, he began hissing like a snake trampled upon someone's foot. His son Prahlada was peaceful, mild, and gentle. His senses were under control, and he stood before Hiranyakashipu with folded hands. According to Prahlada's age and behavior, he was not to be chastised. Yet, with staring crooked eyes, Hiranyakashipu rebuked him with the following harsh words. Hiranyakashipu said, "Oh, most impure and most unintelligent disruptor of the family, oh, lowest of mankind, you have violated my power to rule you, and therefore you are an obstinate fool. Today I shall send you to the place of young Raj. My son Prahlad, you rascal, you know that when I am angry, all the planets of the three worlds tremble, along with the chief rulers. By whose power has a rascal like you become so impudent that you appear fearless and overstep my power to rule you?" Prahlada Maharaj said, "My dear king, the source of my strength, of which you are asking, is also the source of yours. Indeed, original source of all kinds of strength is one. He is not only your strength or mine, but the only strength for everyone. Without him, no one can get any strength. Whether moving or not moving, superior or inferior, everyone, including Brahma, is controlled by the strength of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Controller, and the time factor is the power of the senses, the power of the mind, and the power of the body, and the vital force of the senses. Is unlimited. He is the best of all living entities, the controller of the three modes of material nature. By his own power, he creates this cosmic manifestation, maintains it, and annihilates it also." Prahlada Maharaj continued, "My dear father, please give up your demonic mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. Make your mind equated towards everyone. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly. In former times, there were many fools like you who did not conquer the 6 enemies that steal away the wealth of the body. These fools were very proud, thinking, I have conquered all the enemies in the 10 directions. But if a person is victorious over the 6 enemies and is equalized towards all living entities, for him there are no enemies. Enemies are merely imagined by one who is in ignorance. Hiranyakashipu replied, You rascal! You are trying to minimize my value as if you are better than me at controlling your senses. This is overintelligence. I can therefore understand that you desire to die at my hands for this kind of nonsensical talk. Is induced by those about to die. Oh, most unfortunate Prahlada, you have always described a supreme being other than me, who is above all, is above everything, who is the controller of everyone, and who is all pervading. But where is he? And if he is everywhere, then why is he not present before me in this pillar? Because you're speaking so much of nonsense, I shall now sever your head from your body. Now let me see your most worshipable God comes to protect you. I want to see it. Being obsessed with anger, Hiranyakashipu, who was very great in bodily strength, thus chastised with his exalted devotee son Prahlada with harsh words. Cursing him again and again, Hiranyakashipu stood up with his sword, caught up from his royal throne, and with great anger struck his fist against the column. Then, from within the pillar came a fearful sound which appeared to crack, covering up the universe. The sound even reached the abodes of demigods like Lord Brahma, and when the demigods heard it, they thought, "Oh, now our planets are being destroyed." While showing his extraordinary prowess, Hiranyakashipu, who is desired to kill his own son, heard that wonderful tumultuous sound which he had never heard before. Upon hearing this sound, the other leaders of the demon, none of them could find the origin of this sound in the assembly. To prove that the statement of his servant Prahlada Maharaj was substantial, in other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of this assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never seen before. This form was neither that of a man nor that of the lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. While Hiranyakashipu looked all around to find the source of the sound, that wonderful form of the Lord that could not be ascertained to be either man or a lion, emerged from the pillar. In amazement, Hiranyakashipu wondered, "What is this creature which is half man and half lion?" Hiranyakashipu studied the form of the Lord, trying to decide who the form of Narasimha Deva standing before him was. The Lord's form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes, which resembled molten gold. The shining mane, which expanded the dimension of his fearful face, deadly teeth, and his razor-sharp tongue, which moved about like a dueling sword. His ears were erect and motionless, and his nostrils and gaping mouth appeared like the caves of a mountain. His jaws parted fearfully, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad and his waist thin, and the hairs of his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms, which resembled the flanks of soldiers, spread in all directions as he killed the demons, rogues, and thieves with his conch shell, disc, club, lotus, and other natural weapons. Thereafter, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, who was extremely angry, swiftly attacked Narasimha Deva with his club and began to beat him. The Lord Narasimha, however, captured the great demon along with his club, just as Garuda might capture a great snake. Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narasimha Deva, decorated with a garland of intestines taken from Hiranyakashipu's abdomen, resembled a lion that has just killed an elephant. Thereafter, Lord Brahma requested Prahlada Maharaj, who was standing very near to him, "My dear son, Lord Narasimha Deva is extremely angry at your demonic father. Please go forward and appease the Lord." When Lord Narasimha saw the small boy Prahlada, Prostrated at the soles of his lotus feet, he became most ecstatic in his affection towards his devotee. Raising Prahlada, the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head because his hand is always ready to create fearlessness in all of his devotees. Shri Narasimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Bhakt Shiromani Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna's children ki jai, Manasi and Naisha. Hare Hare Bol. Wonderful, wonderful. We are now, let's say a Hare Bol for both these children. It's absolutely ecstatic the way they narrated. And absolutely, they took us to the darshan of Lord Narasimha Dev. And for a moment, we thought that, yes, we are there. We are actually witnessing the entire Lila. Thank you very much. May Lord Narasimha always shower his choicest blessings on all you children who performed in all these 9 days, and the parents and Manasi and Naisha. Let's chant loudly for them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Let's have a look at the small video.
Viष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्
Jai, Hari, Hari Bol. That's our creative team. Once again, I'd like to thank my team, consisting of all the Matajis and Vaishnavis who have really helped us and sail through this journey. They've done a lot of hard work. All that you see is me, but I am just coming here because of their mercy. So let's chant for all these Matajis and Vaishnavis so that they may continue serving the Lord eternally, always. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. And now for the results of the Narasimha Dev painting. All of your winners, all of you, all the 51 participants, whoever sent their heartfelt paintings are winners. But just as a formality, we may just announce the first, second, and third, and you will, okay, let's see. Let's start with the first. The first place goes to Vidya Mataji. A big Haribol. Look at the beautiful painting that she has done. Haribol. And the second prize goes to 2 winners. So they are Shrivasta Mataji. A big Haribol to Aishwarya Mataji again. This is another Aishwarya Mataji. And the second prize goes to another. Look at this beautiful, colorful, wonderful. Yeah, Dikshit. I'm not sure this is Prabhuji or Mataji, but hearty congratulations from ISKCON Whitefield. The third position goes to Mataji. Oh, that's Manasvi, who recited today. A big surprise, double surprise for her. She's there on the screen. And that's another devotee who's got the third prize is Hari Bol. Congratulations, many congratulations to all the devotees who participated and who won also. You will receive a divine gift voucher very soon. Please write to us your addresses in the chat box, otherwise we will not be able to track. Or in fact, you can send us your addresses on the email ID submissions@iskonwhitefield.org. So this is the same email ID where you posted your pictures, where you posted your drawings and paintings. So please send us your addresses and we will get back to you in, say, about 15 days time. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. And please accept my humble obeisances once again. Over to Bhakti Center for the Narasimha, Mega Narasimha Arati. Thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, it was really very wonderful seeing all the paintings. I wish to see all the 51 paintings, and then this is also like amazing that very wonderful paintings have come, and very wonderful event of today's Narasimha Katha narration by the kids. So thank you very much for all this one, and especially Manjulali Mataji and the team have been putting really very hard work. So thanks everyone again. So now we will have Dashavatara Stotra, and after that we will have Narasimha Kirtan. So we will start now. Pralaya payo dijale dhritavanasi vedam. Pralaya payo dijale dhritavanasi vedam. Vahita vihitra charitra makedam. Vahita vihitra charitra makedam. Keshavadruta Mina Sharira, Keshavadruta Mina Sharira, Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadruta Mina Sharira, Keshavadruta Mina Sharira, Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare. Shitire have palatare tishtati tava prashte. Shitire have palatare tishtati tava prashte. Dharani dharana kina chakra garishte. Dharani dharana kina chakra garishte. Keshavadruta kurma sharira. Keshavadruta kurma sharira. Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadruta kurma sharira, Keshavadruta kurma sharira, Jai Jagadisha Hare, Jai Jagadisha Hare. Vasati dashana shikare dharani tava lagnam. Shashini Hare dharani tava lagnam. Sashini kalanka kaleva nimagna. Sashini kalanka kaleva nimagna. Keshavadruta Shukara Rupa, Keshavadruta Shukara Rupa, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadruta Shukara Rupa, Keshavadruta जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। तव कर कमल वरे नखम अद्भुत श्रृंगम, तव कर कमल वरे नखम अद्भुत श्रृंगम। दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गं, दलित हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गं। केशवधृत नरहरिरूप, केशवधृत नरहरिरूप, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे।
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा, केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। चलय शिविक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन, चलय शिविक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन। पदनक नीरज नित जन पावन, पदनक नीरज नित जन पावन। केशवधृत वामन रूप, केशवधृत वामन रूप, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। केशवधृता वामन रूपा, केशवधृता वामन रूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। क्षत्रिय रुधिरमये जगदपगत पापम्, क्षत्रिय रुधिरमये जगदपगत पापम्। स्नपयसि पयसि शमित भवतापम्, स्नपयसि पयसि शमित भवतापम्। केशवधृत भृगुपतिरूप, केशवधृत भृगुपतिरूप, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। केशवधृता भृगुपतिरूपा, केशवधृता भृगुपतिरूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। वितरसि दिक्षुरने दिक्पति कमनीयम्, वितरसि दिक्षुरने दिक्पति कमनीयम्। दशमुखमौलिबलिं रमणीयं, दशमुखमौलिबलिं रमणीयं। केशवधृत रामशरीर, केशवधृत रामशरीर, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। केशवधृता राम शरीरा, केशवधृता राम शरीरा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। वहसि वपुषि विशदे वसनं जलदाभम्, वहसि वपुषि विशदे वसनं जलदाभम्। हलहति भीतिमिलित यमुनाभम्, हलहति भीतिमिलित यमुनाभम्। केशवधृता हलधर रूप केशवधृता हलधर रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता हलधर रूप केशवधृता हलधर रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे निन्दसि यज्ञ विधेरः श्रुति जातम् निन्दसि यज्ञ विधेरः श्रुति जातम् सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुगातम् सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुगातम् केशवधृता बुद्ध शरीर केशवधृता बुद्ध शरीर जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता बुद्ध शरीर केशवधृता बुद्ध शरीर जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे लेच निवह निधने कलयसि करवालम् लेच निवह निधने कलयसि करवालम् धूमकेतुमिव किमपि करालम् धूमकेतुमिव किमपि करालम् केशवधृता कल्कि शरीर केशवधृता कल्कि शरीर जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता कल्कि शरीर केशवधृता कल्कि शरीर जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे श्री जय देव कवे इदमुदितमुदारम् श्री जय देव कवेरिदमुदितमुदारम् श्रीनु सुखदं शुभदं भवसारम् श्रीनु सुखदं शुभदं भवसारम् केशवधृता दशविधरूपा केशवधृता दशविधरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता दशविधरूपा केशवधृता दशविधरूपा जय जगदीश हरे 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 जय श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय So we will sing the Narasimha Arti now. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Hlad Daine. प्रहलाद हलाद दायिने शिलाटंका न खालाये शिलाटंका न खालाये तो नरसिम्हा पर तो नरसिम्हा तो नरसिम्हा पर तो नरसिम्हा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिम्हा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिम्हा बहिर्नरसिम्हा हृदये नरसिम्हा बहिर्नरसिम्हा हृदये नरसिम्हा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमलवरे नाथा अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय अनंत देव लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा जय अनंत देव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद भक्ति विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. In IBC, one devotee is missing, that is Kartikeya, so he is operating the laptop there. So that's why he's not there in the scene. So, but otherwise, no, it is, we are longing that when the festivals again come back and we will all gather together and have nice coming together and glorifying the Lord. So anyways, this situation will come over in some time. So now on this auspicious Narasimha Chaturdashi, so we have heard Narasimha Katha, we saw like many wonderful performances, and then now we sang also Narasimha Kirtan. So we should also make very sincere prayer that how Prahlad Maharaj was mentioning to his father, that real enemies are there in the heart, and if we can kill them, by the mercy of the Lord, only Lord can actually kill them. So then we will be able to approach to the divine couple, Shri Radha and Krishna, and we can engage in their divine service very nicely. For that, the Acharyas have recommended us, we take the protection and we pray to Lord Narasimha, and then he will help us in reaching our desired goal of being engaged in the service of Shri Radha and Krishna. So thank you all very much again for joining for this wonderful Narasimha Katha series for 9 days, and today also having observed this Narasimha Chaturdashi festival. So thank you very much again. So praying to Lord Narasimha Dev for all your protection and all your nice progress in Krishna consciousness. So we will bring this program to an end now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.